5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attention. Go. Yale sticking its nose out here. Yale at 43. Princeton at 43, 44. Columbia in the middle, rowing. All across the entire field here. Rowing that first 20, 25 strokes. Establish yourself in the race and settle into a groove for the body of, well, for the next 1,500 meters. Yale still rowing fairly high, as is Princeton. Columbia is settled down now into a 36, 37, as has Cornell and Penn. From our vantage point, it's hard to see who's in the lead, but we'd have to say that Navy's had a strong start here. Princeton looks to be quite right with them. Cornell is up there, and Penn is up there. It's 5 boats straight across. With Yale still holding a higher stroke rate than Princeton or Columbia or Cornell.
Cornell 35.
Cornell's now at 35. Columbia at 36. Princeton 36, 37. Yale's now really pushed it out here. From our vantage point, it looks to be nearly a length now on the part of the Yale freshmen. They're clearly overstroking the field, really trying to take a commanding position here. Get out early and then stay ahead. Then it's Princeton, looking across now, closely followed by Columbia, closely followed by Penn, closely followed by Cornell, Dartmouth, dropping back a length behind the second, third, fourth, and fifth boats. Beautiful shot here. Princeton bow ball on Columbia, bow ball on Penn, and less than 4 feet on Cornell, with Yale taking, open water on the field now. Can they hold it through here? They've settled now. They really rowed the first, 500 at a higher rating than anybody else to get this lead. Here we come into 1,000 meters with Yale holding a strong lead. Columbia now moving on Princeton, now in a definitive second place position here, still a length behind Yale, but moving out on Princeton. Penn still in it very much so, as is Cornell. Not a lot separating the second, third, fourth, and fifth boats. Columbia's got perhaps 3 or 4 seats on Princeton. Princeton right even with Cornell, right even with Penn, and Dartmouth back. Yale has settled in this and moved here through the 1,000 meters. We've got almost a half a length of open water on Columbia. Fast hands and clean catches here on this Navy crew as they continue to move away from the fleet. Columbia continuing to move ever so slowly out on the balance of the pack. They've got what'd you say, Tom?
38.
38 on Columbia. Then Princeton, then Cornell, then Penn, and then Dartmouth. Yale continues to move as we come to the 1,500 meter mark. Almost a length of open water now on Yale, as they really sort of settle in it in this favored position. You can really watch the other crews. Columbia now has 6 seats, 7 seats on Cornell, with Cornell 1 seat over Princeton. Princeton half a length over Penn, Penn a length over Dartmouth. Cornell sprinting here, or rather Columbia sprinting here. Cornell's coming on strong. They've now got 4 or 5 seats on Princeton. Here comes Princeton. Here comes Princeton. They're pulling it back. They're pulling it back and moving. Columbia now trying to hold them off. Columbia's overstroking Princeton. Princeton's come back on terms with Cornell. Now perhaps 2 feet on Cornell. Nice sprint here. Is there enough room for Princeton here? Bow ball on the 6th man of Columbia. Columbia still is overstroking Princeton by a bit. Now it's bow ball to bow ball. Princeton and Cornell. Cornell now has got a foot. On Princeton. It'll of course be Yale here winning, but it's going to be a race for 3rd place. It's going to be a race for 3rd place. Too close to call for us here between 3rd and 4th. It looks like Cornell.